Hello and welcome to this week's Lighthouse Bitesize. We've got Ian joining us in a little bit, but we're going to start off with a time of worship.
You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. it's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise to you only. Great are you, Lord. Great are you, Lord.
I've had a great time this week just reflecting and looking at Psalm 24. Just so much in there. Have a look this week. Just 10 verses. And I love that little phrase David puts into the Psalms where he just goes, Selah. And actually what it is a pause in the worship. It's time to just reflect and be still. Have you done that this week? Will you determine to do that this week? But in those last two verses, he declares, lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, ye everlasting doors, that the King of glory may come in. Those verses, we think, symbolise the entering of the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem when David brought it home. Many years ago, we spent some weeks working with a youth organisation in Singapore. And we had some free Sundays, and we'd heard that Anglican churches in Singapore were very different from the UK, that they were wild, in fact. So we thought we'd go. We got recommended this church. We arrived quite early, and the first thing we noticed was the building was literally a roof on pillars, surrounded by some kind of fence. And then we found out that because the church had grown so much, they'd had to knock all the walls out so that they could sit people in the ground around the church. So it was quite an interesting experience of a church with no walls. But literally, they were singing these words, lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, you ancient doors. It was a worship leader from that church who'd written this song, and the tune is still in my head. Be ye lifted up, look up, see God comes. He comes to deliver us. He comes to heal. We were chatting to the curate, who turned out to be from the UK. I'd noticed during the service that there was a lot of people signing, doing like deaf signing language during the worship, but I couldn't really pick up who the deaf people were. So I was chatting to this curate about this, and I said, did you have a large ministry to the deaf community in your area? And she said, yeah, we did. She said, but something happened in Evensong about 6 months ago. So me said, what happened in Evensong? And she said, the Holy Spirit fell and their deaf community was just healed. Wow. Didn't expect that in Evensong. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in.
Oh, yeah.
Church of Christ, look, the King comes. And he comes to heal. God bless.
You keep reminding me my heart is holy ground. starting to see it now. I hear the Father say, you're my beloved one. Nothing can prize away a covenant built on love. When I feel like ruins, you see foundations. You see foundations to build your kingdom here. I'll stop second guessing you, even when failures come. Redemption is what you do. You're the God who makes the weak things strong. When I feel like ruins, you see foundations. You see foundations to build your kingdom here. Oh. When I feel like ruins, you see foundations. Yes, you do. You see foundations to build your kingdom here. Oh, build your kingdom here, Lord. Build your kingdom here.
On this holy ground.
My brokenness made beautiful. It's like you said, all things made new. My heart cries out, build your kingdom here. Let faith like fire burn in our bones. Let hope arise from weary souls. Our hearts cry out, build your kingdom here. Oh, my brokenness made beautiful. It's like you said, all things made new. My heart cries out, build your kingdom here. Let faith like fire burn in our bones. Let hope arise from weary souls. Our hearts cry out, build your kingdom here. When I feel like ruins, you see foundations. Oh, you see foundations to build your kingdom here. When I feel like ruins, you see foundations. You see foundations to build your kingdom here.
That is all for this week. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one.